Alright, listen, Deadheads, this is going to be a weird one, short one. Oh, spoiler warning. Huge spoiler warning. And this is for The Walking Dead Episode 3, Season 6. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Part of me just thinks this is just off. Something's not right. And I explained this in my live reaction. Now, part of me, I did say that I blame the comic book. If this scene is real, and I know what really happened, but if they're not messing with us, then I'm going to blame the comic because Glenn got such an iconic death. Now, although this was a cool death, I think it was beneath Glenn to have this kind of death. It was a cool death, it really was, but I guess because of the comic or because he's been in it for so long, I just feel like it was beneath him, like this death. But then again, to keep the realism, this type of shit can happen to anyone. Technically, this kind of death should be able to happen to Rick Grimes if he was in a situation. What bugs me a little is, did Glenn roll under the dumpster? Now, I know you're thinking, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? And I agree with you. I think it's because I'm in denial, because something felt so terribly off with this death, with the scene. There was just something, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's a combination of the comic and the iconic death, and this just didn't have that feel to it. Something was just off, and I was thinking, okay, if I can just have a crazy moment right now, because you guys know I'm usually like 90% logical when I do this, if I can have my one crazy theory, I am going to hope that he did fall. It looked like when he first was falling, Nicholas was on top of him, 100%. I'm going to say he did fall, Nicholas on top of him. Glenn was screaming as he was watching Nicholas get eaten, and then he noticed, like, oh shit, they're not ripping into me, and he ducks under the dumpster. Is that freaking impossible? Is that just batshit crazy? Yeah, it is freaking crazy. But is there a sliver of hope that that's true? Tiny sliver. I tell you what, there's more hope in that being true than there is in someone getting shot in the head and being alive still. I think there's a 20% chance he could still be alive, but then again, I think there's an 80% chance I am just losing my shit on this one because something felt so off with his death and I can't put my finger on it. Listen, leave your comments in that comment box if you think I'm absolutely batshit crazy. That is totally fine. I'll probably watch this in a few days and be like, yeah, man, you're a fucking idiot. Leave your thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. By the way, we got a lot coming up. We're going to have predictions for the next episode. We're going to have a review for this. We're going to have some reactions and first impressions. We're going to have an afterthoughts. So stay tuned. If you're new here, subscribe.